Hi, I'm Peter Haddock. I'm here on the Perkins stand at Conexpo for a big update on their Project Coeus. We're talking hydrogen and hybridisation. Ian, we're following the journey. Continue talking to you when you first started to launch the project. Now big things have just happened, haven't they?
Yep.
The big test is done.
Yep.
Tell me about it.
So you can see here, what we've got is the real hardware. So we've been running over the last year, so I think since we last really talked, we have run our hydrogen engine.
Yep.
So we've run two variants of that engine, a port flow injected and a direct injection version of that engine. And we're starting to pull the whole system together and talk about developing the hybridisation of that system as well now. So you can see here on the engine, you've got the full engine system, all of the cooling system, and the MGU sitting on the front.
Yep.
So this is our full hybrid power pack. So drop-in power unit, hydrogen powered with hybrid assist to give you diesel-like performance from a hydrogen system.
And the elements there are really important because diesel, obviously, we've known it for a long, long time, but the hydrogen, the calorific values are different. That's why we're actually merging the hybridisation together, aren't we? How has that actually worked and performed?
Yeah, so what we're showing here is that while some of the peak power we're getting is pretty close to diesel on this hydrogen system, this is 190 kilowatts in this hydrogen engine, compared to about 225 in the diesel version. So we are getting some power increase from the hybrid system, so minimise any power decrement between the two. The other big difference is transient response.
Right.
So hydrogen, we have to manage the airflow through the engine much more carefully. You rely more on the turbo performance. You can't just throw fuel at the engine and get transient response. So to minimise that change, we're using the hybrid system. The hybrid system's got instantaneous torque.
Right.
You can ask for torque and get it straight away. So as we work through those transients, instead of where conventionally we'd have thrown fuel in on a diesel engine, we're using the hybrid system to support the transmission, to support the capability, maintain the right power, and then phase that back out as the combustion engine comes in and delivers the power it needs to.
Fantastic. So most importantly, where's the fuel come in from here?
So in here, this is where our hydrogen comes into.
Yeah.
Into the regulator here. It goes through, hidden behind some of this pipe work here is the hydrogen fuel rail and into the injectors and the spark plugs on the top. So this is where it comes in from the central fuel supply into our on-engine regulator that gives us the right hydrogen pressure for the right combustion characteristic.
Yep.
And then delivers that into the cylinder.
It's quite a compact setup as well, isn't it, Ian?
Yeah, as you can see on this side of the engine, that's our twin turbo system. So really about managing the airflow through the engine, giving exactly the right performance we need, so giving the boost pressures we need to be able to manage the air-fuel ratio at the right level. So as we flow that through the engine, that's what we get. You can also see on here, the after treatment system on here. So really trying to make sure we keep that as clean as possible. A lot of the emissions are lower from a hydrogen engine. Yep. So very little particulates, very little carbon content around, a little bit of carbon from the oil, but almost all of it has gone away. But we still have to manage the rest of the emissions. So around the NOx emissions, we manage those with the SCR system on this product.
Yep.
So it's really getting that to work.
What is next for this?
Yeah, so what we tested so far is a lot of the core engine work and some of the hybrid bits in isolation. We're starting to pull those together and test those together, so the hydrogen engine with the hybrid system onto a test bed through the next few months. We are aiming to get this into a machine by the end of the year.
Right.
So we're going to build this whole power unit, the full system, the drop-in with the cooling system, with the hydrogen engine, with the hybrid system and the battery that comes with it, into a machine and test that on our Peterborough facility by the end of the year.
And you heard it here first, folks. So here we have it. Come and join me in. We've got everything we need. The cooling pack is in, the engine's there, the hybrid system's here. We've done the testing, and now the next steps are going into a machine and actually really, really pumping out the power there. And again, all of this is around the focus on how can you reduce emissions, how can you make hydrogen work effectively in the applications that your customers are demanding, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. It's about optimizing the system to deliver the power we need at the right emissions level with all the right systems efficiencies. You see on the cooling pack, we've made some changes. This doesn't look like a conventional power unit cooling pack. We've separated some of the cooling systems to allow us to fan them differently. There's an electric fan system on our charge cooling.
Yep.
There's a viscous dry fan unit on our main radiator. That allows us really to optimize the fuel consumption. So we don't just fan all the time, we fan when we need to.
Right.
Really around the right duty cycles and giving that the right operation. So that minimizes fuel consumption, as it minimizes noise. It's really allowed to optimize this cooling system package. So this is a really big, powerful power unit. And this cooling pack is neat, it's compact, it fits very similar space to previous generations.